those few moments that I feel when I'm not sure if anything's working. Is it working? I'm looking at it. I'm waiting. Watch, now it isn't. There it is. We're good. I really don't like that part.
Greetings.
My name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Mental Musings. Hi. It is the day before the flying. Luckily, I am not doing it early in the morning, which is why I'm at my apartment still. I can comfortably just relax about that, which is nice. But I'm not sure how midday flights will be. Hopefully not horrible. Computer, you need to... God, Huey, thank you. Thank you. What's been going on with my computer lately? I can't figure out what. Oh well. As long as the stream looks okay, we're good. Why did that move? It's in an okay spot, but it looks like a bunch of stuff dropped into it when I was looking. What am I doing? Oh, yes. Lovely to see you. I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. I have a smoothie. I made it myself. I also have to drink all the milk I have for tomorrow, which isn't much. Maybe one more smoothie tomorrow morning. That sounds like a good idea. Genius. Music maestro. I was forgetting something. It seemed very quiet. Please let me know how the stream looks, because for whatever reason, OBS has been acting up lately, I think. Like, my internet hasn't changed at all that I'm aware of. I haven't messed with any major settings. Gatorade, good choice. Hydration is key, as we all know. What am I doing? Oh. Apologies in advance if your eardrums get blown apart by this initially. Blech. Hopefully it won't be. Let's see. Blech. There. My speaker's all the way down for some reason. And there we go. I know that's too loud, because I don't hear what you're hearing. There we go. I think that's right. But it was too quiet, do tell. So this is just to help me feel better, stream. And hopefully OBS will figure itself out. How? Why? So the dropped frames thing is never anything you want to see as a live streamer. It means it's going... But I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know. It's a problem. I may be playing games tonight, too. If I can get enough of my packing done. I feel like I'm at the very end of the Outlast game, or the Outlast Whistleblower, which, again, I've seen things in that game that I can't unsee. Like nightmare fuel. For any man, individual person, the concept of what happened in that game. If you're squeamish, don't watch that last live stream. Don't do that. But it was pretty horrifying. Someone had some really disturbing thoughts at one point. Let's put this in the game. This is truly terrifying. So it's not like I was scared or jump scared or anything. It was just they put this idea and this situation in my brain. And it's so horrifying that I can't never not think about it. I got to experience something that was truly terrifying. But almost not as terrifying as going up in a plane. I honestly don't mind the plane part. Like, I have no real reaction to takeoff or landing. Like, those are the two parts you're mostly worried about. And takeoff, everything goes fine, you're fine. Landing, everything goes fine, you're fine. Usually just being in the air is fine. It's those first and last parts where things can go wrong. So I'm told, but I'm also keenly aware that driving a car is more dangerous than flying in the sky. Strangely enough. And I'm lucky enough that I have the assist thing, which I have to kind of swallow my pride a little bit. Not even pride. It's something, I don't know. You don't want to ask for help. That's the feeling I get. You don't want to be like, I have this problem and I will need assistance in this. Mr. Great Shot, I was about to text you, actually. Is there a new Still Austin thing right now? Like one of their bottle releases? Is there one for the autumn? Because I forget. I heard noise. I forget if I have everything up to this point. I think I do. Like the last one I have is the blue corn one. Oh, motorcycle. Or a vehicle of some sort going vroom. There's a lot of that around here. Not too much, but there's this dark street. Just walking home with a bottle of wine for dinner on Friday. Nice. I remember wine. Oh, honestly, I do. That feels... I said that in jest, and then my brain immediately went to Newport Vineyards. That was funny. Appropriate place for my mind to go when thinking about wine. A winery. Oof. Oh, shout out to Kathy Huey, if I didn't say this earlier, for her generous donation via the PayPal to help me get some food while I'm down there. Maybe a bottle. Maybe. Just the latest Nancy pick, I believe. See, I can't get the Nancy picks. She has so many there, and I already have like 2 or 3 that I haven't even opened yet. But I think my other problem is Irene's store is right near me, and she does barrel picks all the time too, which I also can't afford to buy. And I'm not buying bottles, really. If I do buy them, I have to call myself a collector, and that's not pleasant in my mind. I've become the thing I didn't like. Can't even say the thing I hated. Like, people are free to buy bottles and just keep them, but why? In truth, though, everything I have, I plan to drink someday, or at least taste. But that'll be the big, the big deciding factor. If in 1 year my liver hasn't recovered to a safe degree, again, I'm not in danger zone, but it's enough to be like, take a break. Okay. But hopefully it'll be a year and I'll be back to semi-normal. Going to this whiskey event is going to be a big... It's not even a challenge. Like, it's going to be... I think I checked earlier. Let me double check now. It will have been 50 days tomorrow of me not consuming alcohol in any way. I never know how to say it. It's like 50 days since I had my last drink, or 50 days sober. I'm not trying to be like sober. Car update. Nope. Thanks for asking, Whiskey Uncensored. I'm trying to think about it. I'm going to call them tomorrow just to tell them I won't be around. So if you, that's what I'm worried about. It's like they're going to call me and I'll be in Texas going like, I can't do anything. But I'm of the mindset of the car is not going to leave that place on its own power, but we'll see. I already canceled my insurance, mostly because I'm mad at them. Insurance is so stupid. I wish it was like, insure my car for any problems that could happen. Like, that would be it, and it wouldn't cost hundreds of dollars. But no. No, you have to have flood insurance. Yeah, my feeling exactly. Like I said, it was an old car, bad shape. Not bad shape, as good a shape as it could be, but I am not eager to find out anything. I can do what I want, Whiskey Uncensored. I'm pissed at them. So if that car comes back to me and it functions, I'll get different insurance right now, but I was going to pay $55 tomorrow for a car that doesn't work at the moment. And I thought, nah, I'm good. I will not suspend my license. You live in a different world. Around here, no one cares. Thankfully. And again, I can't drive it. It's just a car sitting in a lot at the moment. If it functions, I'll do the insurance thing. If it doesn't, oh well. I have the mindset of that car will not run again, so I don't need to pay insurance on it. That's that. I'm pissed. Insurance in general just sucks. I have a feeling New York has really shitty rules about insurance. Around here, it doesn't matter. The thing that bothers me is the insurances like to do that thing where you're like platinum status because you've been with us for so long. It's like, I don't, you know what I do about insurance? I get the one I can afford. And I've noticed mine tends to go up over time the longer I'm with the same place. I might even go back to them, depending. But right now, it's just money, as always. And I don't like talking about money right now. Especially with the car being the way it is. That's going to cost money. Money. Blech. That's why I'm doing my job right now. This is it. Complaining. Blech. Or at the very least, thinking about travel. And trying to figure... You know what's the thing that's my problem with traveling? This is a minor thing, like a silly thing. Trying to figure out what shirts I should wear. And trying to guess at the temperature. Because Mr. Great Shot knows it's warm down there. I checked the forecast, and it's supposed to be close to 100 degrees some days, like 98. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It is a pleasant, like 12, 13, what is it? 14 degrees Celsius right now. It's swell. It's wonderful out there. I don't have my windows open, because that's just a little too chilly. Especially for me being in my apartment. But it is autumn in New England. Absolutely. So yeah, let me go. 98 in October. I know. I was like, okay, it's going to be October. It'll be 80-ish. No. While I go down there right now, it's going to be around 90-something for this next week. Up until like Wednesday or Thursday of next week. And then it's going to be 80 every day. Like 80, high 80s. Supposedly. The plus side is when it gets dark there, it gets chilly. Like the temperature it is right now is what it's going to be in Texas at night. So their shifts in temperatures are pretty severe. You know, from 90-something Fahrenheit during the day to like 60 Fahrenheit at night. Or colder. I have to remember to bring a coat. Because nighttime's the only time it gets chilly. Part of me is like, I need a raincoat. No, you don't. You're going to Texas. You don't need a raincoat. This is wonderful, by the way. I love that I've had to pivot and ended up with smoothies. Actually, you know why I have this right now? I haven't really eaten much today. Doing great. Also, like and subscribe. Ooh, I'm supposed to say that many times. And I'm very good at it. Wow. We're peaking at 1,000 almost. Like, I think it's... I don't remember what it's at. 896? Something like that. Some weird number where it's just like... There's 1,000 right over there. I would love to get that by the end of the year, but my rate of getting subscribers is kind of slow, if you haven't noticed. Been doing this for 5 years, and it's like, that's okay. The main thing I tell myself is I am not affiliated. Patrick Greeny. Oh no!
Fancy pants.
Thank you. You're gonna make me do Adobe Photoshop again tonight. How dare you? I'll have to do that. Ooh. A couple things just got triggered there. Welcome to all the new members. Hi. Thank you, Patrick Greeny, as always. How do I do things with that? Oh, I can't do things with that. I can highlight it. There you go. Welcome to the Fancy Pants. All of you. Hi. If you are here, that's the weirdest thing. I never know. I never know how the membership thing works. Like, is it like a scatter shot of memberships? Fancy pants. Boom. I don't have any fancy pants, by the way. The ones I do have, they don't fit anymore. I used to be a 34 waist. Not anymore. I'm a 36. I still have about 10 pounds I need to lose. I try not to think about it. Blech. I want to play with this thing again. It's still weird to have it. And it wasn't expensive. That's the weird thing. This weird little heart rate thing was like $25-ish. That's not expensive, but, you know, to make the stream more entertaining for me, if nothing else. What's my heart rate right now? Cool. I shouldn't have looked at that. Apparently it's 94. I will admit, it's part of the reason I kind of wanted to get a heart rate monitor, but usually I'm around, was the low point is 70 something, like 70 BPM. But when I'm in the mindset I am right now, it kind of lingers in the high zone. And I like to think I'm getting a lot of cardio in just by sitting here. See, what's my normal one? Where is it? No, don't do that. You know what really doesn't help? When your heart rate's higher and you want to go, wait, what's my heart rate? And look at it. Calm down. I did have a lot of caffeine today too, but that shouldn't be causing a problem. 75 BPM resting. Although I'm sitting still right now and it's telling me certain things. It says 105. I'm not stressed. What are you talking about? I don't feel stressed about tomorrow and the travel. Oh, and I did an Instagram of it, but tomorrow's National World Mental Health Day. And of course, this is also Mental Illness Awareness Week. So combo tomorrow. And I always I'm finding the humor in the fact that this is the week about mental illness where you're supposed to take care of yourself and check in and talk to people about their problems and tell them they might need to see a therapist, you know. Is the weekend of all this stuff happening. And if you didn't know, there's a lot of stuff. Landing tomorrow. I should be there by 7 p.m., so that's 8 p.m. here. Time. Ugh. I'll be in my hotel by 8 o'clock there, I hope. I'm lucky. And then what? Oh, I looked at the hotels. The hotel I'm staying at. It's hideous. I couldn't get over the color scheme is a blue like this. So it's this kind of blue, which is fine. And then they have what I call rotten lemon as the secondary color. So it's two colors. It's like black, this kind of blue, and then this like off-colored yellow greenish thing that's also their secondary color, and it's gross. No, John McKellen, that is the last place I want to be. I might poke in at La Quinta, but that is very much an environment that I find extremely unpleasant. If I do show up, it'll be later in the evening anyway. What typically happens in my case is that, and I don't know if this is going to be the same thing, like this is the year where things have been parted. So like Vault and Tribe are two technical different things now. Usually in the past, everyone who's doing the stations, what's the word? Booths, there we go. So all the distilleries that are there and that are hosting the booths all day and giving people free samples and talking about whiskey all day, they would wrap up, everything would be broken down, and they go up to the vault. And we hang out there for hours. And that's that. That means that I'd be in the whiskey vault instead of at La Quinta, which it's kind of the same thing almost. And there's a lot of distillers there, so they all love whiskey. But with La Quinta, it is so loud and there's so many people. And it's not a big place. It's bigger, but when there's that many people there, it's a small place. So I've done it. I really have. I think 2 years ago, I got to talk to Roy Aquavite. He will not be there this year. Two different things. Booth on Rex side of the line, Vault tour by request was offered in tasting. Yeah. But I mean, this is the norm and has been the norm for the past, I don't know how many years. But I have gone to the tasting in the vault. After the Bastards Ball, the distillery people always go up to the vault. And I don't know if that's happening this time. It might, but I don't know for sure because it was such a normal thing that happened every Bastards Ball for everyone I've been to. In fact, one time I got up there because even though I wasn't a whiskey somm or anything, I think I just followed Whiskey Crusaders. They're like, come on. I went, all right. And don't tell anyone. And I got in for the first time, and I was just like, But that was the second time I was in there. I initially did a tasting, and I got a tasting with Zach, so that was cool. That's really nice stuff. The highlight, or the final like big ooh thing was a Taiwan Cavalin. I don't know how to say it, but that was really nice. Soloist, I think. That's what comes to mind. So that was cool. That was the first time I did it. It was a paid thing, and I became an alumni. So then when I did get my classes in, the sommelier classes, that was half off. Very important. And then I got to go in the vault, like after Somm 1, and I can go in there whenever I'm in town. It's just a matter of setting up a time frame. So I will be in there. You will have a live stream of me being in the vault. Never fear. Possibly Sunday. That hasn't been like solidified, but that is the current thought process. So look forward to that. I've actually made the thumbnail already. Live from the Whiskey Vault. Easy. But yes, that's my like thing about La Quinta, is for the past few times I've done it, it's only at the end. Like the thing is like teetering off, but normally I know it's a big thing. I don't know if Whiskey Crusaders is going to be there. They're kind of the ones who host it-ish. Not really. I don't know. But Matt from Whiskey Crusaders would always roll in with boxes of whiskey bottles to share. Like he just rolls up with 3 or 4 or 5 boxes of whiskey. And that might be just the start. I don't know. It's something that is completely done offhand. No vault, no tribe involvement at all. And Matt also has his own castle now full of whiskey. I would like to see that someday, but also it's a bit of a drive to get there. I don't like driving for long distances in Texas, which is all you ever do if you're in Texas. So there's that. Yeah. Water. Hydrate, everyone. Hydration is key. Yep. I will actually be there. I will not be doing the tasting, but I will be in the vicinity. So, John McElwain, if you're there, you may or may not see me creeping around because there's going to be whiskey somm stuff going on Friday for me. There's a little gathering, since a lot of whiskey somms are going to be in the area because of the Bastards Ball. They're like, let's do our own little event. And we all went, good idea. That's surprised we didn't think of this earlier. So I will be in the vault at least 2 or 3 times while I'm down there, hopefully. At least twice. Maybe 3 times, who knows. I have my list, if you want to hear that. This is also just to rattle it off in my brain. SommCon, yeah. It's a good way to think of it. What am I looking for? Oh. No, that's secret info. Don't tell them that. It really is secret info. I can't tell you. All right, so I have a list of stuff to look for. What sucks is I can't drink it, but I can taste it. This is going to be a full tasting thing for me. No actual consuming. So I still have to figure out a great way to spit. And I think the only way I can think of that makes sense is to sip it, Or smell it, sip it, roll it around a little bit, and then spit it out into the glass again, and then dump the glass. There's no other way that seems like it would work. And I really only need one sip, because I can't, like, what am I going to do, take another? I mean, yeah. I'm not supposed to have it in my mouth, really, but... Sure, you kitty meow. Meow. You're welcome. I look forward to that package that I may receive after I return. We talked about that. And I think you sent something to Scotch Down Under. Did I see that right? I saw some thumbnail or something. I went, what? How? How did that happen? I'm not going to pry. So the stuff I have here is stuff that's in the vault that actually goes back quite a way. So a lot of these things might not be there anymore. And I really should actually scratch a few of these off that I've already had. I marked them. But we have... What is that? I don't know why I put that there. That's weird. Okay. Sorry. Weirdly enough, drinking something and talking at the same time does weird things. Especially with a straw. Westland Solum Single Malt Edition 2. That is one of the recent Whiskey Vault videos. So, of course, I'm like, I want to try it. 80 Rat Ray 13-year cask collection Fettercairn. Another one. Prideful Goat Rye Rum Finish. I don't know why I put that there. It just says Scotch Flight Single Malt Sherry Finish. What? Maybe that was for a thing to try. Like comparing the two of them. Single malts and sherry finish, just to see what the major difference is. Sassenach? Sassenach. Blended Scotch. J.P. Weiser Dissertation. Jameson Gold Reserve. I think I've had that, actually. Oh, no, this is a Crested. Maybe it was that. Signatory Vintage, long-going, 17-year Hillock Double Cask Rye. Driftless Glen Single Barrel Rye. Ryes. Hugh Hammer Double Oak. The Classic Cask Bowmore 11-year. Port Askig 18-year. Add water. Ardbeg Hypernuver Committee Release. Brooklotic The Laddie 22-year. Stunning Smoke Floor Malted Single Malt Danish. Compass Box Magic Cask. Mitigikyo. That's got to be Japanese. Yamazing? 12-year? I want to say Yamazing. I don't know if that's it. Compass Box Canva. Navazos Palazzi Boda. Punta. Single Aroso Cask. I have a feeling I know what that means. It's weird to see in a bottle. Wiggle Single Barrel. American 6-year. Garrison Brothers Balmoria. Balrog? Wyoming Thunder Basin 7 years. So there's a long list here. I'm not going to go through all of it. That's some of the more recent stuff that I will be looking for when I'm in the vault. Just to taste. I'm glad that, again, I say this many times, and you'll hear it a lot. I'm glad I don't have a problem with alcohol, because that was a big concern early on. It's like, if I stop drinking, will I be able to just stop? Yeah. Thankfully, I can. And I feel weird going to a whiskey event when I can't drink it, but really the big part of it is the nosing it and tasting it. The consuming it is just the part that can enhance the experience, if you know what I mean. You have 2 or 3 drams and you have enhanced your experience a bit. And the great thing about not drinking anymore is there's no worry about driving. It's weird. Like, there's a very common thing where you drink and drive sometimes, or have a drink or two and drive anyway, because you think you're fine. I don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't need to carry a breathalyzer around at all, which I have in the car, I think. Yeah, not my car. At least no box of coffee won't be sitting somewhere that could disappear. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I worry about. That would suck. I also, you'll be happy to hear, that's a joke, I don't know if anyone cares, but I had my Keurig, I cleaned it up, dusted it off, literally, and I bought some pods for it, and I got to try it this morning, and it worked fine. It was a nice surprise. I did rinse it. Like, I put 2 or 3 different cups of water into it and cleared it. So very, very hot water. Went through it numerous times, and it was clear. And the hot part of it should decontaminate anything. It takes 15 minutes to update your insurance. That's the right thing to do, yeah. I just didn't want to be hit with a $55 thing when I have no car. Like, here's the insurance of the car that we didn't help you with because you didn't pick this option, which is something that you would never think to pick, because why would you think you're going to hit flooding as a cause of damage? Yay, screw you, Progressive. Insurance is so goddamn stupid. I want an insurance that is actually insurance, like full insurance without having to add extra costs for every little thing. That's what really bothers me about insurance. A lot. It's like, we're going to screw you over some way if you don't pick this, and give us $200 every 2 months, 3 months, 5 months, every month. I have no idea. It's not talk insurance. It pisses me off. It actually does. More so because of what happened recently. Have insurance, car gets messed up, and they do nothing. Awesome. I don't even remember what I was looking up. I have car buying notes. Oh boy. I was looking up the mocktails I'm going to have. I have a list of things I can have in general. And it's a good one. Arnold Palmer, which is just lemonade and iced tea, which I do anyway. A Shirley Temple, lemon lime or ginger soda, a splash of grenadine, and a cherry. A virgin pina colada, which is just make a pina colada and don't add alcohol. Not hard. I don't get those because they're pain. A Roy Rogers, which is the one I seem to like the most, which is cola, grenadine, and a cherry. Yeah, that sounds good. Can have a Moscow Mule without bourbon or vodka or whatever they use. I don't really like those. Those are like toothpaste drinks, mint. When you get old enough, the insurance goes down as you become safer. I am so freaking safe. It's ridiculous. This is the first time I have had a major issue with my car because of accident type thing in the entirety of me having it, which is 16 years. And I had insurance, and it did nothing because I didn't pick that thing and pay more for such an obscure thing. Which everyone will say, that's your fault for not doing that. It's like, why would I do that? I like to think of insurance will help me if the car is damaged in an accident. Plowing through floodwaters tends to be an accident. Oh, no, flood insurance. That's a different thing entirely. Anyone have reports on the Redwood Empire Van Duzen Rye? I saw that in Wild tonight. Anyone? You got rye guys out there? Zen Boo's thirsty. A big thing, get this insurance stuff out of my head, but one thing I know of is don't just stick with an insurance company. Like, if you can find, first of all, look for other insurances. If it's less, tell your insurance company that there's another one that's less, and I'm going to take it. Sometimes they'll drop the rate. And if they don't, go to that other insurance place. High malt rye. Ooh. That sounds nice. I wonder if rye is going to get more popular. Because that doesn't technically have the same... I don't think it does. It doesn't have the same, like, lock-in as bourbon does it? I'm the whiskey somm. I should know this, but I'm not big on rye, so... Sorry. It was really good. Here's one I just heard about recently. A mocktail called the Cinderella. Equal parts lemon juice, orange juice, pineapple juice, a splash of grenadine, topped with ginger ale. That sounds fantabulous. Sorry, looking at my phone, I was like, trip to Austin tomorrow. I know. Oh, when I was saying earlier, good God, what a distraction that was. The one problem I have is the shirts with packing. Most because of the weather. And since it's going to be hot, I have to wear semi-loose clothing because I'm going to be sweating like crazy. I don't want to wear clothes that are form-fitting. Oh, and I just remembered something else. One thing I keep meaning to do, but I'm all over the place tonight with my 91 heartbeat thing at the moment. Just sitting here. Nope, I just lost it. Hold on. Talking about shirts, talking about heat. Oh yes, what shirt I gotta wear to the vault. I have 2 button-up shirts that have short sleeves, and I wear them whenever I go down there, and just in general. But I don't know which one I wore in the vault last year. And for whatever reason, my brain has decided that I don't want to wear that one again this year. Is that something anyone should really worry about? No. Is it in there anyway? Yes. Tis. Tis indeed. Blah. Oh, and also, God, why? 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 My brain being the way it is. It bounces a lot when I have to deal with a lot of things, and it's doing that today. I have not been able to focus on one thing at all. I haven't even been able to play games. I've been just watching YouTube videos. I think I did something earlier today. Trying to pack, trying to make sure I have everything in my backpack. Making sure I eat food and drink water is exhausting. What else? Yeah, it's been a bouncy, off-the-wall brain kind of day. I don't like it. I hope I'll be able to get sleep tonight. That's the big issue at the moment in my head. Because I'm doing, I'm like, internally I'm going, blah, 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 blah. It's not fun. Yeah, but I have the backpack right next to me. That's going to have a laptop in it. That's going to have, I got to take the battery with me. Ooh, let me do this now so you can all bear witness. Witness me. That's not important. Oh, I'm not getting distracted. Look up this stuff. The 9 most common ANTs. And that is, what does that mean? Automatic negative thoughts. So look up common automatic negative thoughts. If you are, dealing with anything. And more importantly, because it's Mental Illness Awareness Week and World Mental Health Day tomorrow. Looking into this is something I think everyone should do because you don't think about the way you're thinking very often. So, always, quote unquote, thinking. This is when you think the world is like always, never, no one, everyone, every time, everything. Focusing on the negative, I never do that. Fortune telling, you predict the worst possible outcome to a situation. Like a plane exploding while I'm in it. No, I don't do that. Mind reading, you believe that you know what another person is thinking, and it's not good, even though they haven't told you and didn't even ask. I do that sometimes. Not all the time, no. I have a bad way of bouncing my negative thoughts off of someone else, thinking they think something terrible about me. It's awesome. Thinking with your feelings, this is when you believe negative feelings without even questioning them. I think a lot of people do that. And the only good thing is I've had to do this kind of thing and be aware of my, mental illness. Like my emotions will just go off for whatever reason. Like something will just make me go, keep your elbows in to get inside. Yeah, it's a bit much. Guilt beating, you think in the word like should, must, ought to, have to. Labeling, you attach a negative label to yourself or to someone else. Do that a lot. Personalization, this is where you take a seemingly innocent event and take it to have a personal negative meaning. I have a list of those in my head. Like things that have been very off the cuff. Someone said something or done something. And I just latched onto that thought and decided this is what someone thinks about you and it's bad. Even if it's joking. That's why I try not to joke around too much, because I will take some things personally, even if I don't want to. If it's said in just the way, I will go, they actually mean that. And that's what they actually think about me. That kind of twisted stuff. Blame. This is the most harmful one. Happens when you blame someone else for your own personal problems. Your own problems. Thankfully, I don't really do that. Like, my problems are mine. And there are a lot of them. But I don't make other people, like, I don't blame other people for what's going on with me. I think a lot of people out there in the world now do, though, and it's disturbing. This is why I avoid people overall. Here we go. This is the witness me part. I didn't forget. Excuse me. Could you not? Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Behold, the glory. Isn't it pretty? Do you know what that is and what it means? Do you? It means my whiskey song thing is in here. I can't put it on if I'm not doing things about whiskey. That's not true. I think it's heavy. It's like 3 to 4 pounds of just weight. And if you didn't know, this is a Crown Royal bag, which makes it hilarious. This was sent to me. Someone sent me something, and this was in it, and I thought, this is perfect for me being able to carry around my whiskey sommelier thing. Look how great that is. Boom. Now it's a weapon. No. Ugh. You know the bad thing is? They're going to check this. So I'm going to take it out. I have learned that if I'm traveling, and I always had this with me when I'm going to Texas, take it out of the backpack and put it down. Because it tends to block stuff. It's just like one big black round thing as far as going through the x-ray. And they just go, what is that? And I have to explain. It's like it's whiskey sommelier metal, because I'm a whiskey sommelier. It says it on the thing. And I'm terrified that someday they're going to take it from me. It's like, this could be used as a blunt weapon. It's like, my fist could be used as a blunt weapon. And take those too? God. We're getting to that point, everyone. They're going to just cryo-freeze us and then send us into a plane, because no one can do anything. Ah! My microphone bag. Behold. The Rode microphones. That's this thing. I almost, well, you can see this. You can see the Rode thingy here. But I wish I could have it so you could see, like, I'm so fancy. I like to show off this microphone because it was donated and it's awesome. Because I can do stuff like this.
Yes, and I can just talk like this for a whole stream and drive you all insane.
Let's not do that. But all those boxes are now at the castle instead of his house, where they used to just crowd out the occupants of the house. I know, that... I'm not going to get into it, but... I was very worried about Matt's collection in his house, the way it was. Like, me thinking it's a hazard. But so I'm glad he got it out of there and has a freaking castle of it now, but... It bothered me. And I let it bother me. I shouldn't. It's not my house, not my problem. Not something I need to worry about, but I might see him there. Actually, I know I will. He's a whiskey song. And he definitely goes to the Bastard's Ball. So. Oh, yes, and the witness has been done. You have witnessed me put this medallion in the bag, my backpack. What I really need to move next is the laptop. That needs to go in here. I tested something out today. I had purchased microphones that clip onto your shirt. They work great. And I have to decide if I want to use this thing. This actually goes with the the stand I have for my phone. So if I click this, it turns my camera on and takes a picture or a video. It starts a video recording. It's pretty neat, but I'm not going to take it with me because I know I'll lose it, and I don't want to do that. I can use it here. Or maybe I should. I mean, it's just paranoia. I'm afraid I'll lose something that small. But usually I don't. See? I wonder if it'll work right now. Hold on. Interesting. Yeah. It's turning the volume up on my phone. That's funny. Go to sleep. But it's not turning my camera on, which is good. I don't want to do that. Ooh. It'd be a bit scary. Ow. I think what else? I don't know what I'm going to do in Texas yet. But the 2 days at least are locked in for whiskey stuff. In my head, I thought I'd have like a calm Friday for the most part and then go to the Whiskey Somm event. No. I'm going to be fed, which is good. I did a donation. And so for this event, I will be given food. I didn't buy anything. I donated. There's a difference as far as taxes are concerned. What am I looking at? Oh, I'm verifying something before I say some words about the vault. Ah. Oh. Sorry. I just got some good news. And I was terrified of it. As you saw, I looked at it and I went, I don't know if I want to know this. But here's the news for all of you, so you can feel good too. My dad recently had a CAT scan. Is that where they put you in the thing and it makes noise? Results of the scan, it shows that the new chemo is working. That is what we want to hear. Even though Dad is in rough shape. That is good to hear. Especially since I'm leaving soon. Ty Phelps is going to be there, if you know the Andalusia guy. Mr. Great Shot. CAT scan or MRI? Yes, I think it's CAT scan, but I don't remember. Taking a bottle for the end? Yes, I am. And some of you may know what it is. All I have to say is it's an Irish whiskey. Guess. It looks like... yeah, Sunday is probably the day I'm going to be in the vault at the moment. Redbreast 17? No. Is there a Redbreast 17? There's a Redbreast something. There's a new one. I don't remember what year it is, though. I thought it was 18. I'll give you a clue. It's a whiskey that I have more than one bottle of. That's a big clue. If you've been paying attention, that's a big clue. Ugh. Oh my God, where does the time go? I'm chatting away here. Once again, I was tempted to make this a longer stream. Again, any donations via PayPal or Venmo or Mega Chat are very helpful. Kathy Huey, again, was very generous earlier. Before the stream even started, I just looked at my phone and there was a PayPal thing. I went, oh, ah! That was awesome. And Patrick Greedy, of course, just now, well, a little earlier, dished out some memberships. And those are awesome because YouTube likes seeing those. YouTube likes to see people send money to me via them. It's an odd little arrangement, but it works. And I'm worried because I have less watch hours right now. But that's just because I haven't been able to live stream as much recently. Especially with the car and all this life, man. But I have been enjoying the gaming streams, even if they're not super popular. I'm looking forward to finishing Outlast at last. Mr. Great Shot. Meow. I was going to ask you a question just a second ago, but I've already forgot what it was. Scheiße. I think I texted you everything about you need to know about Saturday. The one thing that's going to be certain is I'm going to show up when the Crowded Barrel opens. So I will be there at noon. Cat's bot to work on that. Oh, please do. They're not low, per se. They're low as far as the... Oh, let me look at them. Sorry. That should have fallen over. I have something here set up to keep my phone in this position so I can see it. But no. You're supposed to keep or have, and I don't know how it works. Turn camera on, leave changing colors in New England. 8 hour per day. Yeah, I mean, I do have a really nice view outside this window. So that is an option. Like autumn in New England. Clunk. Leave my webcam running. That's it. Ugh. I have to throw out the trash tomorrow. I have to make sure everything's emptied tomorrow. I'm going to have a smoothie tomorrow. Peaky Blinders? No. No, it's absolutely not the Prohibition recipe at all. No. Yes, it is. I wanted to bring something that is not expensive and really surprising, and I feel like that's ideal for that. And it's also great because I had a bottle anyway, so I didn't have to go buy anything else. I'm not exactly keen on buying bottles right now. However, as Mr. Great Shot, as I think I was going to say, I'm going to look at Still Austin and see what's there when I arrive. Well, not when I arrive, but at some point during the week. Are they open Monday and Tuesdays? Because Monday and Tuesdays are the days where I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing. Because those are I'm going to go to Andalusia in all likelihood on Monday. Because it seems like anything around here... Not Monday? They're open Tuesday? Tuesday I don't think I have too much to do. Actually, I don't know what I'm doing. I am... Again, if you ever have to travel with me or want to meet me somewhere when I'm traveling, I am just kind of chaos. I go... Like, I wake up... From the hotel, I wake up, and then I go, where am I going to go for breakfast? And then I scan the area, and then I pick one, and I go there. And then after that, while I'm eating breakfast, I say, what do I want to do next? I look at the map, I open it, scan the area, find something to do. I know, Kathy, it's so good. I feel like I should replace the one I have for the extra, but, well, y'all know. Y'all... Starting to talk like Scotch on Bayou. Oh, thank you, Mr. Grace. Maybe I can check later, but thank you. And remember to smack that like button and subscribe to the channel. I gotta click the thing. Click, click, click. Oh. Oh. And if you're gonna be up late tonight, which most of you probably aren't, because it's Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? It is Wednesday. Ugh. Weird feeling is... I will be, in a week from now, I will be in the sky on my return trip, in theory. Peaky Bush sounds like either a guy arrested for stalking or a lady with an embarrassing skin condition. I mean, I just called it the Prohibition one. It's easier that way. I hope it does well. Like, again, this whole thing is with the Somms is we're all bringing our own bottles of some sort to donate to the vault. And I feel like that's an ideal one for price and quality. And it's just surprising. Again, if you've watched the video of me trying that for the first time, it's right there. It's me taking a sip and be like, holy shit, wow, this is so good. So the temptation is in my head to get another, but since I am not consuming alcohol at the moment, I forgot I was looking up. Monday will probably be Andalusia. And let me double check that. I want to find out a day that Ty will be there. I assume he usually is. I just realized it's really weird. I can actually just message the guy who owns Andalusia. This is so rude, but I want to get this out of my head. What's weird is I don't know if they have any other types of beverages at Andalusia. I think they do. I could really check, but I'm not gonna. Because again, all I can do is taste whiskey, and I'll actually have to like buy a sample of something and go, thanks, that was great. I think people will be a little more, they'll give me a taste. Yeah, I think if I just explain my situation. Like, have you ever heard of what fibrosis of the liver is? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and thank you for all the little, the things, what are they called? The air horns, the celebratory things. I did see that earlier when I told you the news about Papa KillCo. Oh, incredibly good news, because he is in such rough shape right now. It's upsetting. And another bit of good news is my parents have obscenely, like, high steps because of the old house the way it is, and I don't think about it too much. But think of it like this. Your normal steps that you go up, in general, think of going up 2 of those steps as 1 step. Because that's what they are to me. Growing up in that house, those steps were like 2 steps high, and there's maybe 10 of them. I actually don't remember how many there are. Probably less than that, maybe 8 or 7. And they're huge. These massive stairs in the middle of the house that just go thunk, 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 straight up. Well, not straight up, but Diagon Alley. And there was only 1 bar for the longest time, like until now. There was only 1 bar on the left, and it was like rattly, and I hated it because it was rattly. Mama KillCo is telling me the good news now, too. So now you know it's true. But they finally put in a 2nd bar on the other side because it's just 1 little corridor. So now Mom and Dad can get up the stairs without me thinking they're going to fall down, which has happened once. No break-ins or anything, but that was when I was at the house. But they're dangerous stairs, and I say that also knowing that when I was a kid, me and my brother would put a bunch of blankets and pillows at the bottom of the stairs and jump down. We never got hurt, but that's not safe. There's definitely like a large pipe right there that if you had just gone forward too far, you could have cracked your skull open. We didn't know. I'm fine. Ugh. Oh, I forgot what all these buttons do.
I remember this one still. And I keep forgetting what the other buttons are.
I could pull up the thing, that's right. There is a application or program or whatever that will tell me what all my buttons do, but I forget to open it every single time. Because I know these ones. This is the fun one. This is also the fun one.
This is the fun one, too. Bart Simpson.
And this is the one that you don't want to hear this person in a dark alley.
That's what that one is. Coming up on the end of the live stream, as I said, I'm not doing 2 hours at the moment. I thought about it. But I have to eat some food, and I have some very, very, very Americanized Chinese food dish that I'm going to eat, and I'm going to enjoy it, because I always do, even if it is nothing like Chinese food. So you get it at the grocery store, and it's like, this is the Asian meal thing. It's got an egg roll, egg roll and like sweet chicken, or I think it might be General Chow's type chicken, and rice. What else? Anyway, it's not very Asian cuisine. It is, but it isn't. It's basically Asian cuisine made by Americans at a grocery store. It's delicious. I'm going to enjoy that now, and then I'm going to try to get all the packing done. So next time you see me, I will very likely be in Austin. Do not expect a live stream on Friday just because of the Whiskey Somm event. It may happen, but I can't tell you when. If it happens at all, it'll be late. And stay tuned because I plan on maybe doing a live stream in an hour or two for the Outlast thing because I want to finish it. I think I'm almost done. But there you have it, folks. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome, and I will see you out there. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.